Imagine a quiet evening descending upon the highlands of Cameroon, August 21st, 1986, a date that would forever be etched in the collective memory of this region. The sun sets, painting the rolling hills in hues of orange and purple, as families settle in for the night, seeking the comfort of their homes and the warmth of their loved ones, completely unaware of the silent, invisible danger lurking beneath the seemingly tranquil surface of Lake Nyos. No warning comes, no sign betrays the impending doom. No tremor to shake the ground, no storm to rage across the sky, just the deceptive stillness of the African night. A false sense of security blankets the land. Deep within the Earth's crust, a powerful, unseen force is stirring, slowly building pressure, ready to unleash a silent, invisible killer upon the unsuspecting villages nestled in the valleys below. As people sleep soundly, dreaming dreams both sweet and mundane, a strange, almost imperceptible rumble disturbs the otherwise perfect calm, a subtle shift in the balance of nature, but most tragically never wake to understand what has occurred. By dawn's first light, the valleys are eerily silent, devoid of the usual sounds of life. No children's laughter echoing through the air, no roosters crowing to greet the new day, no smoke rising from cooking fires, signaling the start of the day's activities. A few survivors, those fortunate enough to have been on higher ground, look down in disbelief at a landscape transformed into a vast, silent graveyard. People and animals lie where they fell, frozen in their final moments, untouched by any visible violence or sign of struggle, claimed by something unseen, something inexplicable. The tragedy that unfolded that night is not the stuff of myth or ancient curse, but a chilling example of a rare and terrifying geological phenomenon. The Earth, in its immense power, had exhaled a deadly cloud, a suffocating blanket of carbon dioxide released from the depths of Lake Nyos, silently suffocating all life in the low-lying valleys below. This catastrophic event etches the name of Lake Nyos into the annals of history, forever marking it as a site of silent catastrophe and profound loss. It serves as a chilling and stark reminder that the greatest dangers often lurk unseen, hidden from our view, just beneath the surface of our everyday lives. In a single terrifying night, nature demonstrated in the most devastating way possible the terrifying and often underestimated power of the invisible. The world awoke to a mystery shrouded in an eerie silence. Death without destruction, a scene of utter devastation without a single visible wound, a haunting silence instead of the expected chaos and ruin. The story of Lake Nyos begins, not with a bang, but with a whisper, with a night when the very air itself turned treacherous and deadly. And the lessons learned from this tragedy would forever change our understanding of the unpredictable and often devastating power of natural disasters. To truly understand the scale of the disaster that unfolded, we must turn our attention to Lake Nyos itself, a stunningly beautiful crater lake, nestled within the embrace of a dormant volcano. Its deceptively tranquil, deep blue waters, cradled by the surrounding lush green hills, seem to offer a peaceful existence and life-giving resources to the local communities that thrived along its shores. But appearances can be deceiving, for beneath the seemingly serene surface, a silent, invisible danger brewed, unbeknownst to those above. Lake Nyos is what scientists call a meromictic lake, meaning its deep, cold, and dense waters remain perpetually isolated, never mixing with the warmer, oxygen-rich surface layers. This stratification creates a natural, insidious trap, relentlessly allowing carbon dioxide, a byproduct of the ongoing volcanic activity deep below, to slowly dissolve and relentlessly accumulate within the depths of the lake's bottom waters. Over the course of decades, unnoticed and unchecked, the concentration of this dissolved gas relentlessly built up, silently transforming the seemingly idyllic lake into a ticking time bomb poised for disaster. The unsuspecting people living in the villages nearby had absolutely no way to detect or comprehend the ever-growing threat lurking beneath the surface. Their daily lives were inextricably intertwined with the lake's presence, which had always been a reliable and essential source of fresh water and a vital source of food, sustaining their families and livelihoods. No ancestral stories, no ancient warnings could have possibly prepared them for the unprecedented catastrophe that was about to unfold. The volcano slumbering deep beneath the lake's surface was merely sleeping, certainly not dead, and far from harmless. The underlying magma, relentlessly released CO2 which slowly seeped upwards through the earth and gradually dissolved into the cold, still waters of the lake's deepest recesses. Year after year, season after season, the concentration of this deadly gas relentlessly grew, an unseen and completely undetected threat lurking just below the surface. The stage was now irrevocably set for a catastrophic and unimaginable release of this deadly gas. The breathtaking beauty of Lake Nyos tragically concealed a deadly and terrifying secret, one that would soon be unleashed with devastating consequences. The trigger was subtle, perhaps a landslide, a tremor, or just too much pressure. Suddenly, the deep, gas-rich water surged upward. Like opening a shaken soda, the dissolved CO2 erupted from the lake. A massive cloud of carbon dioxide burst forth, hugging the ground and flowing down the valleys. The gas, heavier than air, displaced oxygen, suffocating everything in its path. It moved swiftly, engulfing villages, leaving no time to react. People and animals lost consciousness within minutes. Death came quietly, invisibly. The cloud traveled over 25 kilometers, killing thousands. Only those on higher ground survived. The landscape remained untouched, but life was erased. The world faced a baffling mystery: mass death with no visible cause. This devastating event is called a limnic eruption, a phenomenon that occurs in specific types of lakes. It's a geological event with catastrophic consequences. It's one of nature's rarest and most silent killers, a stark reminder of the hidden dangers our planet holds. These eruptions are not widely known, but their impact can be absolutely devastating. Picture the lake as a giant bottle of soda, a seemingly calm surface hiding immense pressure beneath, capped tightly by the immense water pressure above. The deeper you go, the greater the squeeze. Deep below the surface, carbon dioxide, or CO2, is dissolved under immense pressure, like air in your soda. All that gas is waiting, building up, yearning to escape its watery prison. When the cap was disturbed by an earthquake, landslide, or even heavy rainfall, the gas erupted violently. It churned the lake with incredible force, releasing even more CO2 in a terrifying runaway chain reaction. The water becomes a deadly bubbling cauldron. No fire, no ash, no warning signs, just pure physics and a whole lot of gas. The invisible cloud that emerged from the lake was vast and silent. It was large enough to fill a cubic kilometer, suffocating everything in its path. Such limnic eruptions are rare occurrences, thankfully. They need very specific conditions. Deep, still lakes, a constant source of volcanic gas seeping from below, and a stable climate that allows the CO2 to accumulate undisturbed. Lake Nyos in Cameroon and its sister lake, Lake Manoon, also in Cameroon, tragically had all the ingredients for this perfect storm of disaster. The world had never witnessed a killer quite like this before, a silent, suffocating cloud. The event tragically redefined what we know about natural hazards and the hidden dangers lurking beneath the surface of our planet. The toll was staggering. 1,746 people and over 3,500 livestock died in a single night. Entire villages were silenced. People were found as if peacefully asleep. Survivors described confusion, dizziness, and waking to a world of silence and loss. Many suffered lingering health effects and deep psychological trauma. The disaster destroyed families, livelihoods, and the social fabric of the region. Survivors were forced to abandon their ancestral lands. The loss was not just of life, but of community and culture. The tragedy of Lake Nyos is a profound human story, not just a geological event. It left a legacy of grief that endures to this day. In the aftermath, Cameroon called for help. Scientists and aid workers rushed in. The cause was a mystery. Some suspected chemical warfare, others poison. Analysis revealed the truth: a massive release of carbon dioxide. Scientists devised a solution: degassing pipes to safely vent CO2 from the lake's depths. The first pipe was installed in 2001, creating a controlled fountain that released gas harmlessly. More pipes followed, reducing the risk of another eruption. The project became a model of international cooperation and scientific ingenuity. Life is slowly returning to the area, though many remain wary. The degassing effort stands as a testament to human resilience and problem-solving. Science turned tragedy into hope for the future. Lake Nyos is a stark warning: nature's deadliest threats can be silent and invisible. The disaster forced us to rethink what dangers might lurk in peaceful places. Other lakes, like Kivu, are now monitored thanks to lessons learned here. Science solved the mystery, identified the threat, and engineered a solution. Our survival depends on understanding the hidden forces of our world. We must keep questioning, exploring, and learning. Beneath tranquil surfaces, immense processes are at work. Knowledge is our shield against the unknown. Lake Nyos reminds us, in a silent world, science is our greatest hope.